Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Haley. Today we're doing a chit chat get ready with me. I just feel like I took that month off and then Taylor Swift released an album, so I had to talk about that. So now I'm ready to talk to you guys about all the other things that have been going on just while I get ready and created this really simple weekend kind of look. If you want to see how I got this look, just keep watching. Okay, so I feel like I kind of chit-chatted with you guys while I did that Midnights video, but I feel like I have a lot more things to talk to you guys about. So I'm just gonna go in as usual with my e.l.f. Matte Poreless Putty Primer. So as you guys know, I took about a month off of filming long videos just because I was starting to feel overwhelmed with needing to upload videos, and my wedding, it just kind of had to take precedent. But you know what, I was still filming shorts. My channel was still growing, which is really exciting. So thank you if you have subscribed in the last month, because I really appreciate it. And I was kind of worried about not posting long videos. I'm gonna go in with the Smashbox Primerizer Plus. I love this stuff. Even the new formula, I still think it's a little bit different than the old one, but I really like it. So the wedding, it was on October 7th. I'm filming this on the 29th of October. So we've been married, what, like 3 weeks? It was so beautiful. I don't want to say my expectations were low, but I don't like to be disappointed. And I didn't want to think like this is going to be the best day ever. So I just was like excited, but my expectations weren't super, super high. I put so much work into it too. And the day of, I got my hair done early. This salon that normally opens at 10, the hairstylist was actually from Italy and he was so nice. He opened up his salon an hour and a half early to do my hair. That turned out really nice. And then I went over to the church. We actually brought my vanity mirror that you see behind me so that I could do my makeup at the church. And that went really well. I was a little bit behind in terms of time. I'm just going in with the IT Cosmetics CC cream, just the regular CC cream. This is the Fair Light shade, I believe. I've really been loving this stuff again, especially for every day. It's just, it looks so good and it's just effortless. And then, you know what? People started to arrive, and as soon as I was walking down the aisle, I just let all the stress go and had honestly the best time. Our photographer was incredible. One of my coworkers did videography, you know, for free. We still ended up giving him money anyway, was going to do it for free. And so many people just pitched in to help us. And it was such an awesome day. It was so beautiful. And TJ and I both were just like crying, and we're so happy, and we are so happy. It's funny because I always thought that, at least for TJ and I, getting married would not feel different for us because we already owned a house together and we have been together now for 5.5 years. So I thought for sure it's not going to feel any different, but it does, surprisingly. We're so happy, of course, newlyweds and the honeymoon period and all that kind of stuff. It does feel different. It's just like, this is my person for life. And you know, I thought I already knew that, but until we actually signed the marriage license and said I do, I realized that I guess I didn't. I always was a possibility that it might not work out, and now it feels like, you know, we're just so solid and all of that. And unfortunately, literally 2 days after the wedding, we both caught the flu really bad. I've only had the flu a couple times in my life. It was very bad. Do not recommend. I highly recommend that, like, if you feel comfortable getting your flu shot, to get the flu shot, because I hadn't done that yet. You can still hear it in my voice. I hadn't done that yet, and because I was so focused on COVID, and I was worried that if one of us caught COVID, we'd have to cancel our wedding. So that's what I was more so like concerned about. And then I didn't get my flu shot. So we both caught it and we were just both down, you know, like one of us was in the living room, the other one was in the bedroom. And then once we were better, we both had to go right back to work. So we haven't had that, you know, sweet husband-wife time, quality time yet, really. I'm hoping this weekend we get some of that. He has to cater today, but I am hoping for that. And we're actually taking our honeymoon over my winter break, and I'm so excited. I am so excited for our honeymoon. We leave December 16th. I think I'm gonna take one day off of work early because, as a lot of you guys know, we live in Hawaii, but we are going all the way to the East Coast. I'm like keeping all my makeup. I'm still working on this filming setup, but all my makeup's on this like little rolling chair that's next to me. So I'm gonna take the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour full wear to kind of cream highlight the outer perimeters of the face. I've really been enjoying doing this and I really like this product for this purpose. So for our honeymoon, we are going all the way to the East Coast. I am so excited. We are going to Disney World. I love Disney. We actually both love Disney, but I really love Disney and I have always wanted to go to Disney World. If you guys are a fan of Jessica Braun and Tyler, I religiously watch their Disney World vlogs and I just dream about going there. And we are staying on property, which is amazing. Disney, we actually went through Tyler's travel company, so People Mover Travel. TJ is the one who pretty much has organized the entire honeymoon. He reached out to them and there's an agent helping us, and it's honestly the best decision we could have made because we get to stay on property. We got a great deal. Disney was also running this special where like if you had Disney Plus, you could upgrade your room $5 total and get closer to transportation and stuff like that on property because we're staying in a value resort. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I've been to Disneyland a bunch of times, but I've never been to Disney World and I'm so excited. I'm also just so excited for it to be just the two of us alone. After we got married, we had so much family come in, and TJ's family, so my entire family is from here. TJ's family is from all over the place. His immediate family, like mom, dad, brother, are here, but his sisters and his extended family are all on the continent. And so we were trying to spend as much time as we could with them, but because of that, it meant that we weren't spending a whole lot of time alone, which I totally understand. My sister too. I mean, my older sister lives in Arizona. She's also a teacher and a middle school teacher too. It's funny how that ends up that way, but she was fine and I wanted to spend time with her, you know? So because of that, we weren't spending a whole lot of quality time, just the two of us. So I'm really looking forward to our honeymoon. So we're going to Disney World. We're going for an entire week. We have tickets to go to Universal for 2 days, I think, which I'm so like Wizarding World of Harry Potter. After that, on Christmas Eve, we are flying to New York and we're going to spend the rest of our honeymoon in New York. We're so excited. TJ loves hockey. We're going to go to like a Rangers game and we're going to go to a Broadway show, all that good stuff. I've been to the East Coast. By the way, that was the One Size Turn Up the Base concealer in Fair 3. I do really like that concealer. I'm going to set the under eyes with my number 7 Lift and Illuminate powder. You guys already know I love this stuff. It's my favorite under eye setting powder. So pretty. Yes, we're gonna go to New York and we are actually going to come home on the 30th. So we are not going to be in New York for New Year's Eve. I'm okay missing that. TJ's family always has a big New Year's Eve party, and so we're gonna be back in time for that, and I'm really excited. I mean, we'll see because of how we're feeling with the time difference. I am worried about that. The time difference is a lot. It's 6 hours. We'll see how quickly I adjust, but I'm just so excited for it. So those are our plans, and it's almost November, so it's going to be coming up here really soon. Of course, I will like take you guys along for some of that. We'll see if I film any videos or anything, or if I decide to pre-film, or if I take more time off. We'll just see. This is the CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow, the Microfine Brow Pencil. This is in the blonde shade, Soft Blonde. And I've actually been really liking it for more of a lighter, diffused brow look. I cannot believe that we are gonna be entering the holidays soon. Yesterday, I walked into Macy's. We had like this literacy night at work and it didn't start until close to 6 and school ends at 2:30 and I live 45 minutes away. So for me, it was just not worth it to go home first. I went to Macy's to just browse around and oh my gosh, I could not believe all of the Christmas stuff and Christmas sets that they had out. I honestly could not believe it. And It made me so happy. I'm so excited. I love the holidays. My favorite season is definitely summer, but in terms of like my favorite time of year, I really love the holidays when I'm taking the time to actually be present and acknowledge that it's the holiday time. I feel like this is not even just being a teacher. So I'm gonna go in and fill kind of the outer edge of the brows with the honey brown shade. I sometimes, because I work literally up until the week before Christmas, I kind of forget that it's the holidays until I'm actually on break. And I don't want to do that because, you know, there's so much excitement leading up to it, especially because we're not going to be home for Christmas this year. Obviously, we're going to celebrate together, but it's going to be very different than it normally is because we're going to be away on our honeymoon, which again, very excited for, but it's just going to be different. So definitely leading up to it, I just want to take the time to recognize all the fun things and do baking. We're still going to get a tree because we're not leaving until December 16th. And then normally we have our tree up well into January. We always get a real tree and TJ does a great job taking care of it, so it normally lasts a pretty long time. We normally get our trees, well actually last 2 years we got our trees from Home Depot because the trees at Costco sold out so quickly. But we've loved our trees the last couple years, so I'm just so excited. So I'm actually using as a mirror my Tati Beauty palette. So I figured I would just use it for this look since we're just doing a get ready with me and not like a testing products or anything, because you can't get this anymore obviously, but I still love this palette. Okay, let's see, I think I want to go in with this sequin shade in Soothe all over the eyelid. I actually really love the sequin shades, they're super pretty. Just with this big fluffy brush, just go, do I need an eye primer? Nah, I'm already working, we're good. I'm just so excited for the holidays. So I did that whole video, I can link below, about the best gift sets at Sephora. And I might still buy those, but there's so many right now. I feel like whenever Sephora or Ulta has a sale, all the makeup brands on their personal websites have really good sales. And Macy's is also having a friends and family sale right now that's 15% off, which is not that far off from what Sephora has. And when I was looking around, oh my gosh, they have some amazing gift sets at Macy's right now. And I'm actually thinking today, because the sale is only through this weekend, I might actually go back to Macy's, but on the other side of the island, because they usually have more of a selection, and go pick out some gifts for people so that I can start getting my Christmas shopping done, because obviously we won't be here. I just want to make sure that I'm covering everyone that because I don't want to get gifts in Disney in New York because I'm going to feel so much pressure to have to find the gifts for the people. I'd rather just have the gifts ready, wrap them, and then have that all done before we leave. TJ does not, he has a wedding he's catering today, but he's not leaving till noon. So I wanted to film this video because he already had to leave this morning and cater something else, and then he's gonna come back. So I just took the matte version of Soothe and put it in the crease. And now, okay, I think I might take, even though it's a cooler toned brown, the Ritual sequin shade in the outer corner, and then I think I might just leave the shadow at that for today. It's Saturday, so I'm feeling just kind of, I've been filming a lot this week for YouTube shorts, and I feel like I've been very full glam. And look at me already talking about the holidays, and Halloween's not even till Monday. I don't know, we don't normally do much for Halloween. Like, I have to go to work, and that's always insane. Kids, and they always bring candy, even though technically they probably shouldn't have candy at school, and it's hard to control. You know, they're all hyped up on sugar, and I teach 8th graders, and they just kind of, it'll be interesting to see how much work they actually get done on Monday. I actually have a lot of coworkers that I know are taking that day off of work. I don't blame them. Okay, now I think I might just do a thin line of my NYX Epic ink. Okay, not the greatest wings I've ever done, but that's okay. What do you guys normally do for Halloween? I'm actually excited because on Monday we're gonna get like a pizza and have candy and just watch movies. Really, we have friends over, but I don't think we're gonna do that this year. A lot of our friends have, to be honest with you, recently gotten married or engaged. And so everyone's just kind of, it seems like, doing their own thing. Halloween movies are definitely my favorite part of Halloween. And of course I love candy and stuff too. But seriously, the movies are my favorite part. I'm not like super into Halloween or anything like that. I'm gonna take the Tarte Breezy Cream Bronzer in Seychelles. I love this stuff. It's just so easy to blend. Putting it just a little bit higher. And then I'm gonna take that same foundation brush I used. It's the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. I love this brush. And just blend it all in. You see how that blends like a dream? I just like love this cream bronzer. It's so good. Yeah, definitely the movies are my favorite part of Halloween, and the candy. You know, we never really go to parties or anything. If his family threw a party, we'd probably go, but I don't even remember the last time I dressed up for Halloween. I think I was probably in college. It's just never been, I mean, when I was a kid, I liked it, but even then, as a teenager and stuff, I kind of had stopped doing it. So I'm not super into it. I'm honestly just excited. Enjoy Halloween, but then get into the holiday season. I love Thanksgiving. I don't know when I reached a point that I love Thanksgiving almost as much as Christmas. I love the food and hanging out and watching the parade and just all of it. I just love it so much. Of course, set the face with my Laura Mercier translucent loose setting powder. That's kind of the life update. I mean, I pretty much updated you on everything except for work. Work is a whole nother beast. If you follow me on Instagram, I've kind of been talking a little bit about it. I love teaching. I really love teaching, but I volunteer for a lot of extra things because I'm on leadership, and I really feel strongly that I need to start cutting back. I also do after school care 2 days a week just to make extra money to help pay for our wedding and our honeymoon. And I don't know, I'm thinking about cutting it down to just 1 day a week because I already have after school meetings just as a regular faculty member, but then also for leadership. That was the MAC Glow Play Blush in Blush Please. By the way, this is my favorite blush. And now I'm gonna go in with the MAC Double Gleam Extra Dimension Skin Finish as my highlight. And I love this stuff. I don't know. I really miss, so when I first started teaching at this school, I was in grad school at the same time online. Well, it was actually hybrid. So once a month I flew to Oahu and like went to in-person classes. So when I was doing that, I always had to rush right home and go to class because we had synchronous classes online where like our teachers were on with us. This is pre-COVID, right? But we were on Zoom. I'm gonna go in with the Urban Decay All-Nighter. And when I graduated, it was the end of, I'm gonna go in with Maybelline Snap Scara to kind of finish it off. I graduated at the end of my first year teaching at the school I'm at. I taught for 2 years before that. One of them I was in grad school. So then I finished my second year of grad school, which was my last year of grad school at the school I'm at now. And I would just have to rush home, especially because I lived 45 minutes away. And then the year after that, I was graduated and it was so nice. I've just been reminiscing about it recently. It was the year we shut down actually for COVID, but before that, because that didn't happen until March, it was awesome. I only had to go to faculty meetings and then I could go home. I didn't have any other obligations. Like I literally at 2:30, I just went home. And I've really been missing that. And I really like helping people and I like being involved. But this week, the only day I was home at a reasonable time was Thursday. Every other day I got home at least 5:30, but it was really more like between 6:30 and 8:30. Like last night I got home at 8:30. Which is really late. And then I was tired, TJ was tired, and we just went to bed at like 9:30. So we didn't even spend any time together because I took a shower, you know. I've just been really reevaluating things lately, and I don't know if I'm gonna start taking a step back next semester or just next school year, but I'm definitely thinking of taking a step back, like still teaching, but not doing so many of the after school kind of obligations. And I'm gonna put on the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. TJ and I have been talking that over, and obviously I get paid to do these extra things, and we've kind of had the conversation of like, can we afford if I kind of just took a step back and was not doing as many things? And I think we could, but I would just have to budget a little bit better, not spend so much money on makeup. And then I'm gonna put on the This Is Juice Gloss in Watermelon Sugar. This stuff's really pretty. I don't use it enough. So yeah, that's kind of what's been on my mind lately. I feel like that was a lot of rambling, but I really enjoy it. It's very therapeutic for me. Even with that Taylor Swift Midnights video, it was really therapeutic to talk about like my history with Taylor Swift and my thoughts on the album and stuff. I hope that you had fun talking to me or listening to me talk, I guess. If you enjoyed this video, I hope that you'll subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, I hope you'll hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload new videos. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Love you guys. Bye.